Well, welcome to Community Recovery's video series, and today we are with Tracy Thomas. I'm Pastor Mark, Executive Director of Community Recovery, and Tracy is one of our group leaders. She co-leads with others in the Emotions Anonymous group, and she has been a long-time member of Community Recovery. How long have you been coming to Community Recovery, Tracy?
I was first introduced January of 2001.
2001.
Yes.
That's 17, over 17 years. We're going 18 years almost. We're in October here in 2018. And so we are so grateful to God, how God has continued to use you in the lives of many people. And of course, how God has used Community Recovery in your life. And why don't you share with our viewers, how has God transformed you through the ministry of Community Recovery?
Sure. I remember when I first came here, I came to see a relative of mine sing a song.
Oh.
And I had been back out in the world about 8 years after being clean, 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I came out here and I just saw your energy. Oh my goodness. You just got up there and I knew you had a point. And that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to clean my life back up because I lost guardianship of my 3 sons.
Mm-hmm.
My mother had them, and I was working on trying to receive custody of my 3 children back.
True. And since that time in 2001, I know God has definitely helped. He has empowered you to rebuild your life.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you've had a lot of losses along the way.
Yeah.
Would you share with our family out there how God brought you through those losses? What were they? I mean, just there are quite a few, and there are years together that you've been through. And how has God helped you through that?
When I came to Emotions Anonymous, I brought my significant other's name was Gabriel, and he was from Cuba, and I was trying to get him to get some things worked out before we got married.
Oh, yeah.
But when I came to that first step meeting, because he wouldn't go without me, my life changed. I figured out right then and there that's where I needed to be. So I stuck with it and didn't realize how God was preparing me for the loss of loved ones in my life. Gabriel, I lost him first in 2008. My brother Russell came home from penitentiary. He wanted to meet Gabriel, but he was too late. He came home with liver cancer. He passed in 2011. Mm-hmm. My son came home. My brother Russell, 10 months, he passed away. My son came home from prison, lasted 8 months, and he passed away in 2012. It's ridiculous. It's heartbreaking.
A lot of loss. And, of course, you've been through your own recovery as far as drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
And a tragic accident you were in, but God spared your life.
In 1990. And you know what, Pastor Mark? I've had 2 accidents in the last 70 days, and both cars were totaled. And I am still here. Ain't God good?
Wow. God is always good.
He is good.
All the time.
He has been good.
Yeah, and just to see because I remember when Gabriel was murdered. This was your fiance back in 2008.
Yes.
And it seems longer than that ago, of course. But I remember I officiated the funeral. And it was a momentous time because of just the grief, but also how God kept you clean through every moment.
Amen. And I didn't realize how much me and Gabriel meant to people. We had a big outpouring of people, and extended family. His children are still in my life. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, and I still keep them as my kids, along with my 2 sons, because they found my oldest son dead in 2012. So, I have the other 2 left, and I try to keep them going.
Sure. Well, and that's how God has used Community Recovery in your life. How has God used you in the lives of others through Community Recovery?
Because they see a change in me, and I can't tell people about recovery. If they want to know what I'm doing, I bring them with me. They have to come see it for themselves. Because recovery is no right or wrong way to do it. We just do it the best we can.
Yeah, it's true. And with God's help, we can.
God helps, yes, and those 12 steps with the biblical comparison, it makes it a whole lot smoother.
Absolutely true. And not only is it you, but it's also your Uncle Calvin, who has been with us for about as long as you have.
Yeah, he's the one that helped me find this place. I was watching him sing.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, Calvin likes to sing often, and we have them do a solo and during the worship time with Community Recovery on Mondays and Friday nights, and but also how God used Calvin, your uncle, to bring you to us, and now how God has put you in a great position to reach out to others who are hurting and going through grief as you have, as well as other emotional issues. And it's not just about drugs and alcohol either.
No, it's about living life drug free. Because I mean, we use drugs and alcohol to cover up our feelings. When we learn, I was never taught how to feel growing up. I was told when to be happy, when to be sad. I was always directed with my feelings, being the baby and only girl in my family. So I had to learn how to live life on my own, to know what I'm feeling and be true to myself. And that's what I experienced in my Emotion Anonymous groups.
Sure. And so I'm hearing you saying is that God has used Community Recovery to help you with your relationship with God, yourself, and also with others, and with other people. And that way you've been able to bring help, hope, and life to those who are coming every single week, all year long, to Community Recovery. And that's why we need your support. Community Recovery needs not only the support of the community, but also of each individual. And all of us together contributing with prayer, but also financially. That helps us to reach out to the next person who is going through the grief, through the addiction, through any life issue, and to help them move forward in their recovery, where they can come to God, to themselves, to other people, and give back. God bless you. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Pastor Mark. God bless you.
And thank you.